Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
I'm a relationship hack.
Run up and get touched up, suicide. And all of y'all know my style. I excel, then prevail. Run up and get touched up, suicide, that's it. And all of y'all know my style. I excel, then prevail.
Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
I'm a relationship hack.
Run up and get touched up, suicide. And all of y'all know my style. I excel, then prevail. Run up and get touched up, suicide, that's it. And all of y'all know my style. I excel, then prevail.
Weapon in there?
Yo! Hey! The So What Morning Show back in the building. Hey, we had to recalibrate, regroup, and refreak the whole get down.
Yep.
But listen, we back up in here ready to do this thing. Is that my homeboy Truth in the background? What is that? Turn that up a little bit. I think that's one set. Hey, been in the studio with this dude. Him, Broadway, and a team of other producers. It's really about to be a serious problem. A serious problem. It's about to be, listen, in a couple of weeks, I'm going to drop a new record that's just going to fry the inside, listen, the inside of your eyelashes.
The inside of the
Just your
eyelash.
inside of your eyelash is going to be fried off. You're going to be blinking and blink for it.
Oh my God.
It's going to be crazy. Hey, before I get into today's topic, you know I got to do community empowerment. Before I get to community empowerment, I got to let my homeboy Kev get his off first, because he be looking at me like, you ain't gonna mention me during the community empowerment? That's all right. I'm going to make you wear the body protector.
And you didn't wear it Friday.
Anyway, Kev, tell these folks how they get at you and what it is that you do.
Yeah, I just start for the new year. I just started online training, and how we're gonna do that? There's an app that you're gonna download. It's called Trainerize, and through that app, basically I can train you anywhere in the world, and it'll be about 80 to 90% less than what I charge for one training session. So I'll charge $75 to $100 for one training session. So that'll let you know. Basically, you can go on here. You can get training sessions, one for $6. No more.
$6?
Yeah, one training session for $6. We can do 3 for the week, or there's a 5-week Furious Fat Loss training system that you can do. And they're all custom made. Videos, you can talk to me, anything. Just go online at 3bbootcamp.com. That's the number 3, B as in boy, bootcamp.com/BBB online. Or you can get at me through the phone, 310-435-3820.
Thank you. And
Yeah.
Jeff with the embellishments, the chewiness of the apple,
Apple show is good.
all in the
I
microphone.
can't believe that sound like your prices is backwards.
My price,
Leave this man's prices alone during the community empowerment.
dude.
That's
it's
a
on
deal.
online training. If you get one-on-one training to me in person, it's $75 to
And
$100.
you gotta smell them. You're another
Okay,
dude.
so this will stop, Jeff. My homeboy Furpo Carr sent me his latest book in the mail. Oh, God. You can't even get this book yet.
Good.
He sent it to me just to read through. Furpo is one of the coldest dudes in the world. Listen, I told you guys to get his book, Poisoned Words, Poisonous Minds, or Poisoned Words, Poisoned Mind, where he broke down the entire dictionary and showed their root and where they came from and the racial intention behind it, or I should say the racist intent behind it. This is his latest book, man. Black Bible Manuscripts. Why the Bible isn't the white man's book. Furpo Car. Woo! When I tell you this book is hot monkey lava, you know I've already read it. I got it like 3 days ago. I was. That's how fast I read
You got to
it.
read in disorder.
Listen, this is not a game. Not out yet, but it will be out soon. Black Bible Manuscripts by Furpo Carr. Why the Bible isn't the white man's book. Yikes!
I'm gonna make you number the books you read. Now, what's this about? No, 4012.
Listen, y'all gotta support Dr. Mark Goulston all day in America. One of the few white folks.
Good white folks.
One of the few good white folks in existence. Don't be afraid of white good people now.
Uh-huh.
Okay? I tell black people all the time, didn't you write the 7 principles, the 7 hermetic principles? Aren't these ours from ancient Egypt? They speak of balance. They speak of correspondence.
Exactly.
They speak of no absolutes.
Thank you.
How the fuck Obi-Wan Kenobi get to use it in Star Wars and you forgot that you wrote it? Only a Sith deals in absolutes. Right?
Yeah.
That means all people can't be all evil or all good.
Thank you.
You can't just all out.
Yeah. I'm getting at that next week.
I'm just saying.
Like
Go
a chip.
support Dr. G. Hey, this is his newest book, Talking to Crazy. He wrote it after doing a year or so shows with us and was like,
yeah.
fuck, here we go.
I got it.
I know how to deal with these people. Right? Okay? Go support Dr. Mark Goulston. Also, do not hesitate. Go to IamZoeWilliams.com. Get to that site and order this book today.
Now.
I'll mail it out tomorrow. Order your copy today. I still have physical copies remaining. Go get my latest book, The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. You want to know about it, go to Amazon.com and read the over 80 some odd reviews. I've gotten a lot of really positive reviews,
Yeah.
man.
That's awesome.
Man, the first review is from Dr. G. Dr. G said it all. Listen, clean cover. You guys got to get this. I used this to shave this morning. Clean cover hair mat. Go to cleancoverhairmat.com. If you got makeup kit, if you got, look at this right here. This
I
is
need
the
that.
sink. It covers up the sink, man.
Damn, I need that.
And it keeps the hair and the makeup and all that stuff from falling in your sink. You got to support this brother. It's only $10.
$10.
Serious.
$10. Please support that brother. Weed Juice! WeedJuice.com. This brother, he told me, because we reported that this dude was about to stop making juices. I saw him this morning. He said, who did you tell that I was going to stop doing this? I said, I told everybody. What the fuck? I was on the air. I told everybody that you was going to quit.
That's right.
He said he got people reached out to him from all over the country like, man, don't do that
Wow. Nice.
shit. Don't do that. He said a sister out of New York was like, bruh, don't do that. And she re-encouraged him to keep it cracking.
Now let's all re-encourage him by
Yeah.
digging into your pants pockets.
Man, help this brother out, man. Jesus, help us all out. Freedom Paper Company. There's no way you should allow your ass to be wiped by any other toilet paper if there's a black-owned company out there making toilet paper. Just no way. Your ass should be wiped by anybody else.
Period.
Period. Freedom Paper Company. Go get it now. Easy Boy Web. These guys did my website. EasyBoyWeb.com. Please continue to support these people. And let me just say this. This is some heartfelt business right here. Okay? This sister right here, I couldn't have had kids by nobody else, apparently. Because the kids she gave me are aliens. They Anunnaki
Yep.
from the planet Nibiru.
Seriously.
They own some God business, and she's an excellent mom.
Come clean these dishes. Not right now. I'm levitating.
I'm just exactly. She'll jump in front of a bullet, jump in front of a bus to protect these kids. So I felt it was only right to support her business, and a lot of people have supported her business. The candies
Yes.
are retarded.
Oh my God.
But she sent me up here with a damn coffee cake.
Yeah.
Everybody get to have some of this coffee cake.
Oh, yeah.
Walnuts and just, it's retarded. Listen, Shepherd Sweets. She typed this up. You don't be saying the name right. You be saying all type of different stuff.
Y'all need to work that shit out.
ShepherdSweets.com.
Shepherds with an S.
With an S. ShepherdSweet.com. Sweet.com.
Shepherds.
Yeah, she got Valentine's
Plural.
Day boxes. She got
There you go.
Shepherd Sweet treat boxes. Go to her website. Check her out. Please continue to support the sister. We gon' put this coffee cake. This coffee cake gonna get towed up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then also,
Very low life expectancy for the coffee.
please help my homeboy, Tony Be Conscious.
Yeah.
Buy his hats and
I bought his hats. I bought a lot of hats.
the t-shirts and go to consciousent.com. Consciousent.com. Check him out. He got all these shirts and not these shirts, but he has t-shirts and hats and he got all kind of flyness. Go
This is
support
for
him.
royalty. He has something for you, guys.
Tis I, Lord. I'm sorry. Please forgive me.
No communists.
But that's it. I promoted all of the businesses. Please continue to support our books, our wares, our juices, our cakes, our candies,
Online training.
online training.
Burn that fat. Let's burn that fat.
Come on, man. Continue to work that out. And listen, we'll be back in 2.2 seconds. But when we return, we're coming back with Dr. G's relationship toolbox and the topic. So what mornings, Team Radio V? This is what we do. We'll be back in a second.
Two great mysteries dominate our lives, love and money. What is love is a question that has been endlessly explored in stories, songs, books, movies, and television. But the same cannot be said about the question, what is money? It's not surprising that monetary theory hasn't inspired any blockbuster movies, but it was not even mentioned at the schools most of us attended. For most of us, the question, where does money come from, brings to mind a picture of the mint, printing bills and stamping coins. Money, most of us believe, is created by the government. It's true, but only to a point. Those metal and paper symbols of value we usually think of as money are indeed produced by an agency of the federal government called the Mint. But the vast majority of money is not created by the Mint. It is created in huge amounts every day by private corporations known as banks. Most of us believe that banks lend out money that has been entrusted to them by depositors. Easy to picture, but not the truth. In fact, banks create the money they loan, not from the bank's own earnings, not from the money deposited, but directly from the borrower's promise to repay. The borrower's signature on the loan papers is an obligation to pay the bank the amount of the loan plus interest, or lose the house, the car, whatever asset was pledged as collateral. That's a big commitment from the borrower. What does the same signature require of the bank? The bank gets to conjure into existence the amount of the loan and just write it into the borrower's account. Sound far-fetched? Surely that can't be true. But it is. To demonstrate how this miracle of modern banking came about, consider this simple story, the goldsmith's tale. Once upon various times, pretty much anything was used as money. It just had to be portable, and enough people had to have faith that it could later be exchanged for things of real value, like food, clothing, and shelter. Shells, cocoa beans, pretty stones, even feathers have been used as money. Gold and silver were attractive, soft, and easy to work with, so some cultures became expert with these metals. Goldsmiths made trade much easier by casting coins, standardized units of these metals whose weight and purity was certified. Well, to protect his gold, the goldsmith needed a vault, and soon his fellow townsmen were knocking on his door, wanting to rent space to safeguard their own coins and valuables. Before long, the goldsmith was renting every shelf in the vault and earning a small income from his vault rental business. Years went by.
Reynolds. Oh. I don't know what to do with my hands.
I mean, this is pretty much just like the same thing. Oh, wait, this is...
No one wants to see her ninny goats.
Like a bear. He's like a big bear, isn't he?
Like, yeah.
Hold on, we'll start.
If you don't like the right pizza, go yourself.
You never know who's shunning
Absolutely,
I think
Jason
that my
Stewart.
show is better than yours. Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
The only thing that masks alcohol while you're driving is peanuts.
Peanut?
Have lots of when you're drinking.
Wouldn't be the first time Langdon had Skippy in his mouth.
Isn't that your dog?
T-Radio V.
Get in the car. Throw another log on the fire. It's not hot enough back here.
T-Radio V. Radio and TV.
Radio V.
And it's Mary Carey, of course, politically naughty with Mary Carey.
I'm always naughty. I'm always politically. My behavior is always politically
naughty.
I'm never politically correct. Dr. Drew, hi. Oh, I'm so.
Guys, how are you?
It's all teary-eyed, Doctor.
I know. She wished she could live at rehab.
But only if Dr. Drew's there. Obviously, if someone like, you know, because a little too groping might be inappropriate. But I like the flirting and stuff.
When I walked in,
know.
you shoved my head in your.
No! Are you gonna sue me?
Get politically naughty with Mary Carey. Mondays at 4 p.m. on T-Radio V.
Yo, what's up? What's up? This is Too Short, and you're watching T-Radio V.
Why is a white guy like me co-hosting a black radio show? I think toxic relationships cause you to take poorer care of yourself. That if you can recognize danger, if you can pause, if you can take some breaths, refocus, and engage, you might be able to dodge a bullet that you're going to send or coming towards you. One of the things that men don't get is that often women need to vent first to clear their mind. Well, welcome to the Money and Bad Credit Show. We're going to fix that. And I decided to up my vulgarity quotient here. So I'm going to give you something to help you, and it's called Fags RC.
Uh-oh.
Shit.
So Doc, who you going at right now? Doc done got crazy. He calling people fags.
Well, no, it's FAGRC, and I'll tell you what it means.
Don't try to change it now. You already said it. No, it's an acronym. What do you guys do?
I like acronyms.
All right, go ahead.
So here's what you do, and I'm glad we're going to have a specialist on how to create the plan. What you do is the next time you get a big credit bill that scares you, what FAGRC stands for is you record on a FaceTime video you talking to yourself what you're afraid of, which is, oh my God, I just got this thing. What you're angry at. You're angry at yourself. How could I have been so stupid? You feel guilty. You know, here I've got myself in trouble again. You feel shame. What is wrong with me? You then feel deep regret. And then C is you commit to doing something so you don't have to keep doing this. So that's what you record into your FaceTime video, and anytime you're feeling that impulse, when you're feeling a little bit deprived by the world, when you got to get even, when the world's been hurting you and you think you can just buy without having to pay, play that video back to yourself.
Wow.
There you go.
Niggas don't feel nice.
So again, today's topic, we're really going to get into the meaning of money. What does it mean? Listen, as black folk, a lot of other black folk done killed up a gang of other black folk in the name of money.
Mm-hmm.
And not just black people. White people kill other people in the name of money too. But when it come to black people, when we supposed to be together, I think we have the poorest understanding of bread. Not the bread you eating right now.
No, when you say black people kill over money, and white people kill over money. Let's be clear. White people kill over trying to angle or collapse or change the status of the dollar. Niggas will kill you over 50 cents. We're not killing over big dollars. We don't have any big dollars to really kill over. Oprah ain't finna go roll out on Cosby.
Tell me if this is. I don't think this is racist. I think this is. Well, you tell me whether it is.
Well, you tend
If
to
I
say
don't jump
racist
on you,
shit,
it ain't
it's
racist. Go.
I think I'm going to go to sexist. I think I'm going to cover all the bases. There are people in the world who the way they look at the world and they respond to it, they feel and then they do and they hardly ever think.
Wow.
And then there
Wow.
are other, and then there are, and many of those,
That's
you know,
right.
and they're not bad people. I mean, often those people who have emotions are the people who connect the logical people to other people and connect the logical people to themselves. So I'm not putting them down. We need them. That's FM radio as opposed to AM. And then there are other people.
Look at you. I see you.
No, and then there are other people who look at the world and they think and then they do, and you can hardly get them to feel.
Wow.
And so, and before we go putting people down, we need to work with each other. And so what I'm asking is, are the people that you're referring to disparagingly in your own race, would you say that they tend to be feel doers and not think enough?
Money is like food for black people. We spend it emotionally just like we eat food emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I'm going to need them, Jordans. I'm going to need them. They make me feel good. Whereas white people have a different perspective. People, let me just...
White people say, who can I sell these Jordans to?
Who can I sell them to?
And I don't
And
care.
they'll have on some motherfucking broke down Sperry topsiders and be worth billions.
The sandals Jesus got crucified in.
They'll have them on. Some motherfucking chicharrones with laces.
They don't got a floss.
So it's a whole different vibe. Listen, we got a special guest in the building who's going to talk to us about credit, who's going to talk to us about debt. You know who he was brought to us by. We call her, well, what do you call her?
Ronnie Khan.
Ronnie Khan.
We love Ronnie Khan. Why don't she come down here and visit us?
I know, right?
She'll come.
No, she won't.
At some point, she will come. Now, she'll be here at some point. You know, she's been dealing with her daughter. She'll be on the line as well. But the guy she hooked us up with, his name is Ron West. What I want Ron to do, Ron, you there?
So she'll be here at some point.
Hey, wait, Ron, you gotta turn your whole
Turn your light
house
down.
Yeah, turn it down so we can hear you.
Uh-oh.
Did we lose him?
He hung up.
What?
All right, so don't worry, he'll call back.
Okay, well, we need to shout out to our new panel
Engineer.
on the boards, our new engineers.
My man's name is Justin.
Justin. I'm gonna go with the dude on the passenger seat in Sonic commercials. You know the dude in the Sonic commercials, the two dudes that's together. And then that's the assassin from Lethal Weapon.
You'll get used
the
to
one
him.
that put the
The
battery up
assassin
to
from
Mel
Lethal
Gibson.
Weapon.
That's Mr. Endo. That was his
What
name.
is it that we need to know about money that we seem to just not get? Does anybody know? Because money, the economy and the rules, it just seems to be like they just make up stuff and it doesn't really make sense. And some people start off and they have a nest egg, and the next thing you know, the economy did something and that nest egg is empty. What do we need to know about money that we seem to be missing?
We who?
Just people in general.
People in general?
Yeah, I think it's because I think money is a means to an end, but if you spend it like it's no tomorrow, it'll be the end to your means.
Oh, shit. Here, okay.
Yeah,
Sorry.
but and also with money,
Aristotle over here.
First quarter, he got 22 points already.
well, one reason money, the word money, you know, I'm gonna go back to the etymology of it. Money is actually a goddess. It's a god or a goddess. Juno is the Roman goddess Juno, which is the daughter of Saturn, and the mother of Mars and the wife of Jupiter. And so when you look at money as being what it is, why they named it what it was, you can see why people worship it. It's a goddess, or it was made to be worshipped. So, but money actually, as it is today, is actually debt. And so
Wait. Hold on, man.
Says right on the money. Right on the money.
Money is debt. Explain that.
Money is debt, meaning that the government or the American people owe the Federal Reserve money, or which is taxes. Your taxes, your income tax is actually interest being paid on the debt that's owed to the Federal Reserve. So what's being put out there
Hold on,
is
you saying we worship debt?
you worship
Because you got to
debt.
be honest.
You worship
People
debt.
worship money.
And the catch-22 is if there was no debt, there could be no money. That's how the system
So
works.
wait a minute, hold on. Let me go back. Prostitutes sell their body for debt.
For debt. For debt.
Social whores go whore themselves out
to get more debt.
To get more debt.
To get more debt.
You take shit from your boss to get paid
in debt.
In debt.
A $100 bill and a $1 bill cost the same to make, 3 cents. That's what it's worth. 3 pennies. So
outside of the agreement.
Yeah, it's the full faith and credit of the people which gives it its value. So as soon as you take that back, it has no value whatsoever. It's literally just debt being passed around from one person to the next.
Wow.
Ron, are you there? I think we got Ron on the line. Ron, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, brother. How you doing?
Welcome, my good friend. What in the hell is going on with this money and this debt issue? Why are so many people so confused about it? You know, if you get a low FICO score, what is that? How do you get a low FICO score? How do you get a high FICO score? How do you even clean your debt? What is credit versus debt? Is credit debt? I don't know. Yeah. Can you clear up some of the malarkey?
Well, one of the biggest problems is that there isn't any money in the system. There's no money.
There's no money.
What?
Yeah, everything that you call money is paper notes. It's a promissory note to pay something. It's to put down on the national debt. The problem with the issue with money is that people are focusing the energy in the wrong place, because we are the people that actually generate the money. Everything is generated through our energy. Wow. If you've been
you got
really,
hold on, Ron. Ron West can't just say we're the money.
Come on, Ron. How you gonna
and
walk
everything is generated from our energy.
And just keep going.
You can't keep going. You're going to have to explain that.
You just walked by a baby crib and threw a turkey leg over in it.
Explain what that means.
Break that down.
Well, here's the thing. When you were born, a birth certificate was created.
Uh-oh.
He ain't pulling no punches.
When a birth certificate was created, there were also a birth report, birth note. Your mother spelled your name a particular way. Once that birth note or report was given to the hospital, because all hospitals are government, they took it to Vital Statistic and created the birth certificate.
Right.
This is the reason why your name is in all capital letters. All your bills, credit cards, everything you get is in capital letters. You have to understand something. That ain't your name. Your name is spelled capital RONALD.
Wait a minute. Hold on. You got to take me slow, okay? This is our first voyage on the Starship Enterprise with this information.
Right.
Now, you telling me
he just threw another turkey leg in the car.
That all capital names, the way your name comes, spelled in that bill, because I know what the bill looked like. The bill is all your first name, your middle name, everything is capital. Are you telling me? Because I've heard this before a little bit. Are you telling me what is that? Is that a straw man? What is that called?
That's actually what they call a straw man. Entity was created because you have to understand that we don't actually live on this planet actually as humans. We live on this planet as corporations. When your name is in all capital letters, you are part of a corporation. America is a corporation. It's not a country. So in order for the corporation to, to work in commerce, they got to turn us into an entity so we as a human can make it move to create what we call its money, FRN.
Wow. Kev, do you agree or disagree with this notion that we're the money? So what do they got us chasing? If we create the money, our energy creates the money, then what are we chasing?
You're chasing.
Well,
go. You're basically chasing. Well, if you want to elaborate, go ahead. Go ahead,
Ron.
Well, here's the thing. You got to understand that I'm pretty sure you guys do have the knowledge about that everything is being ran by corporations. One of the biggest problems that they make us focus on is racism. Now, is there racism? Yes, a lot of it. But if they keep us focused on that, we don't focus on the main corporate that does everything, which is corporations.
That's right.
They control everything. And you got to understand that in 1933, America went to bankruptcy. And what that means is that America didn't pay its debts. So they had to come up with a way to use the people to pay off the debts. This is the reason why we have taxes. This is one of the main reasons why we're able to establish credit. Going back to the hospital, when you were born, a birth certificate was created. They estimated how much money that you will make your entire life and put it on the birth certificate, which it is traded on the stock exchange. You have to understand.
Wait, what is that on my birth certificate?
Hold on.
He's absolutely right.
Is that why the birth certificate looked like it's printed on the same shit money is printed on?
There you go, brother.
I mean, like that little money web. I call it a money web.
If you look on your birth certificate, somewhere on there it should say Federal Reserve. It'll have that on like a very small print. Mine does. Right on the edge.
What the Federal Reserve got to do with our birth certificates? There's some bullshit going on. I can smell some bullshit.
You have to understand that anything that's printed on bond paper is a security. If you do look at your birth certificate, you will realize at the bottom of your birth certificate it says American banknote. Right. We know that banknotes are a security. So you have to understand these things are traded on the stock exchange. See, one of the biggest problems that they didn't teach us any of these things. They taught us to go to school, to go to college, to get in debt, and to go work for somebody. And that's exactly what we have done. And because of that, we have become debtors. Well, we are the creditors. We are the ones that push everything that goes on in America.
Wow. Dr. A, our new crew in there, Justin and the gang. Justin, Dr. G says he can't hear. He needs to hear a little better with his headphones. My brother Ron is dropping some heat. Now, look at this, Jeff. Kev, Ron, Doc. For all of this shit that he just explained, most people, it's unbeknownst to them.
Right.
Right? So now let's come back to some practical understandings.
Context.
We had a brother who listens to us out of Oakland who created a video, a commercial. This dude out of Oakland created a commercial. He put weed juice in it. He put my book in it.
Wow.
He said, listen, we have to start recycling our resources in our community. And he said, my New Year's resolution is I'm going to support a black business. And then he said, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to be consistent, and I'm not going to complain.
Absolutely.
He said, guess what? Customer service is something that's taught. And sometimes the customer got to teach the business customer service.
Wow.
I said, well,
I just had that thought.
Damn.
Yes.
Then he did the research and said, the number one community as it goes for keeping the money in their community, the Koreans.
Also,
said the money stayed there longer than any other community. He said number two, the Jews. By the time he got down to us, Remember that video we played of the sister who said the dollar stays in the African American?
6 minutes.
6 hours.
Oh, 6 hours.
Wow. So you mean
Food for less.
the Aborigines in the rainforest was ahead of us,
right?
The Bedouins out in Egypt,
the Bedouins,
they was ahead of us.
Sand dwellers,
yes,
they keep their money longer. So when we start looking at just the foundation of what it means to be a community, what it means to, listen, a sustainable community. How many times you guys heard me say, we better recycle this money while there's still money to recycle, because it is a fiat currency, and the truth is 98% of African Americans who consider themselves affluent probably don't know what fiat currencies are, probably don't know the history of a fiat currency.
That's that cute little car, ain't it?
Right, that's a cute little car.
The Fiat of Barth.
Right? They have no idea that the U.S. dollar has all of the major currencies in the world tied to it, but it's not tied to anything else.
No.
Right? Most people don't know that. Most people don't know all of the fiat currencies to date
have crashed.
Have crashed.
Everyone.
Have returned to zero value.
All of them.
So now I'm saying, look at this is monopoly.
For real.
For real. It's monopoly in terms of that colored money.
Right.
Right? But it has real consequences.
But money can really be whatever you agree it to be. Like back in the day,
that's all it is.
In England, it used to be a stick, and so it was a stick that had little grooves in it. You would chop one stick, you would chop the stick down the middle, and you would circulate one half of the stick in society, and then one half of the stick the bank held. And so by the grooves, you would tell how much money you had.
Wow.
And this system circulated for hundreds of years.
Well, my uncle was a dope dealer, and he used to do the same thing. He would send a crackhead to do something for him, and he would tear the 20 in half and give him half of the 20 and go do that, and then I give you this other half and some tape when you get back.
Whatever worked.
How much do you think the problem with the black money going outside of the black community is that the black community feels less than? And so when
that's
you feel,
all of it.
When you feel less than, it's almost like you want to get something from people with more than, because you even think that you'll get a contact high from getting something from them, and you get ripped off.
Doc, you're saying black people spend money on meaning. That's what we're out trying to buy meaning. Now that's when you really soak that in. I go buy this German-made Mercedes-Benz who does nothing for our community. This German-made BMW who does nothing for our community, but
it shows status.
It gives me definition.
Status.
It defines me. So when I drive back through the hood, they go, that nigga ballin'. That motherfucker doing well, cousin. Look at it. Right? What if we drove a comparably built
African
car and we drove through the hood? They'd be like, what the fuck is
that? What the hell that nigga? Oh, look at that nigga in that nigga mobile. What's wrong with you?
Right. There's this game that the kids made. You know, every time black kids make a game, it becomes the new colloquialism of the land.
It works its way to Milton Bradley?
Right. You'll hear the shit on a Tang commercial later. So when the kids look at your shoes and they go, what are those? That's how we get down. Black people buy meaning.
I think they buy adequacy.
Oh, see, don't make it worse. Look, we got to take a break. Jesus.
We'll talk after that.
I was trying to be nice.
You're alluding to my rant, actually.
Listen, we'll be back at 2.2 So What Morning Show. T-Radio V, we live right now. We got Ron West on the line. He's going to be talking more about debt, possibly how to clean it up. We're trying to understand what money is. We're trying to get a good perspective on it. We'll be back at 2.2.
Hey, what's up? It's Tone Logan in the house, and you're tuned into T-Radio V.
I'm Laura Samoza.
I'm Sterling Gardner.
And we are Between the Sheets every Monday here, 3 p.m., TRadioV.com.
T-Radio V.
That's right. It's T-Radio V, radio in TV. What is that face?
She wants to see our hands.
That's radio in TV.
Wah, 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 wah.
We're not a couple.
Hi, I'm Ty Simpkins.
Miss Danielle Basutti.
Hi, this is Brooke Peoples.
I'm Jocelyn Donahue.
Hi, I'm Keegan Allen, and you're watching
T Radio V. T Radio V.
T Radio V, radio in TV. Is that right? Yeah. Yes.
T Radio V. Yo.
T Radio V. Radio in TV. Radio in TV. T Radio V.
What did you play opposite Andy, Eric? Do you remember?
Andy and I worked as two employees at a network.
Okay. Oh, you're
And
forgetting the other thing.
I played a news anchor, and he played a reporter.
Okay, but the other thing you did, the thing you did on the Andy Dick show, who did you play to Andy?
Oh, is that gonna play my sister?
You played his wife, Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah, you played his wife.
Yeah.
You
So
guys
what's wrong
have
with that, Eliza?
Nothing's wrong with it.
He's got a great range as an actor.
Yeah, it just was funny.
Encounters with Eric and Eliza Roberts, Wednesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. on T Radio V.
Hi, I'm Rob Hubel from Welcome to the Jungle. You're watching T Radio V, aren't you? Radio on TV. Terrible idea.
In TV.
You shut up. Use that one.
Let it first be understood that all systems are interconnected, and with this understanding, one can then discern the greater complexity of organization that exists in both the temporal and the non-temporal. The complex can thus be refined down to a simple cause, while the simple can be brought to its most complicated determination. Commerce is the great metonymy for the energy that is put into and taken out of this portion of the galactic system. The terms that will be shown to the listener are related to the sea, and most will take this to mean the ocean. This is true on only one level, because the greater truth is that every term is more directly related to the ocean or sea of space. It may be difficult to comprehend, because the controlling factions of this world want everyone to remain ignorant while believing the earth and its inhabitants to be the know-all be-all of the entire universe. But there is an operation of life and systems occurring throughout the cosmos that is unfathomable to the comprehension of the human intellect. Humans being shocked at the prospect of intelligent life outside of Earth, or others laughing at the prospect of alien life, are wholly unaware of how small their place is in the entire schematic of the operation. The Marine Admiralty Maritime Acts or Law, which is the law of the sea, and the banking systems are intent on keeping the distribution of the system in line with the energetic operations of life and death. The living feed the dead, so that the dead can be reborn into the living again in an endless cycle. The energy that we put into the sea through commerce is the main medium of transport to those in power, and is how this entire process continues to function. It is the intention of this work to make the listener aware of the terminology that is used in commerce, terms that the public is familiar with, but unfamiliar with in the true severity of their import. A tender is a boat for communication between ship and shore, and a ship that usually provides supplies to other ships as well. In the world of commerce as it stands, tender is something that is used as an official medium of payment. A medium is someone or something that serves as an intermediary between the living and the dead, and this makes sense when one understands that the purpose of commerce is to charge the dead so that they can be reborn. Tender is the middle tool that acts as this form of communication. A tender is also known as something which is used to propose a payment with, and the words are used on government legal tender promissory notes, erroneously referred to as money. To propose something is to be in the positive position with the offer, hence pro for positive and pose being a synonymous word for position. If the offer is accepted, the positions of polarity have been reversed between proposer and acceptor. The medium of exchange has thus been diminished of its own capacity through the energy used in this interaction, which is why all legal tender promissory notes lose their value with each use, just like a battery that loses its charge with each cycle of its protons and electrons through the neutron. This process has been called inflation, which leads us to our second term. Inflation is in basic definition a progressive increase in the prices of goods and services. This is related to the ocean or sea with an inflatable craft, which is usually a rescue boat of some kind, used as a last resort after a shipwreck, for instance. People the world over have missed the point of the terms, that the purpose of bankrupting the nations was to serve as an indicator that this age is now using an inflatable craft which needs to be blown up with more fresh air currency to keep it afloat. This, of course, can only last for a short time until either a legitimate rescue arrives or the surviving crew members eventually all die. If one considers the larger planets as the ships and smaller planets as the rescue boats, this may make more sense to the listener. A cutter is a boat for communication between ship and shore. Merchant ships were called revenue cutters, and is where the term to cut a check is derived. To cut something is to reduce the amount or number of that thing. Here is the etymology for the word check. A deal is a plank of softwood, fir, or pine board on the deck of a ship. In commerce, it is known as a particular instance of buying or selling. To get a good deal was to refer to the area where certain goods were sold on the decks of merchant ships in times past. The deals were quite literally made on the deals of the ship. This is also why in card games you have a deck of cards where each player gets a deal. In a business, a salesman will also cut you a deal, because on a ship's deck, deals needed to be cut, just like any other wood floor that is accomplished in the carpentry trade. A merchant is a business person engaged in retail trade. This is from the French word mer, meaning sea, ocean, whereby the word mermaid is derived, hence sea maiden. The suffix word chant means a repetitive song in which as many syllables as necessary are assigned to a single tone. Hence, a merchant is someone who sings a repetitive sea song or song of the sea, because they wanted repeat customers. This is true when we follow the term repeat, which is linked etymologically to the word for feather. How? The English term repeat is cognate with the Latin repetere, meaning to return, from the Latin prefix re and petere, translated as to seek, attack, claim, desire. The Latin word petere gave rise to the Old High German fida, meaning wing, whereby wing is linked with the Sanskrit veti for it blows. The wind is what...
We could have kept going.
Oh my God, that whole video was nuts.
That video crazy.
Wow. What is the name of the video? What is it?
I ain't gonna tell you.
See, that's why you suck.
Go do your goddamn research.
Should I tell him?
Tell him. Tell him the name.
Would you, goddamn it?
Tell him the name of the
Brother
video.
hungry.
The name of the video is...
Don't leave me starving. I'm sitting there hungry.
No, it's important though.
You hear that shit, Sonny?
It's important. Wait, hold on. Before you say it, I want you to find it. But before you say it,
okay.
Stop asking for resources. Go find them. That's part of the apathy. Listen to what I'm saying. This is part of the apathy of our community. A lot of times we want somebody to give us something, right?
Right.
So we want somebody to give us something. I'm speaking to a bigger problem with us, especially with how we do business with each other. Listen to what I'm saying, Jeff. Hold on. Take it in before you take it in. Look at Jeff's face. Take it in. Take it in. Slow down. Piece by piece. Nibble by nibble. So let me just say though, you're going to find this goes back to Rumi. What you are seeking is seeking you. And a lot of times, most of us as people, we seeking a shortcut, we seeking a handout, we seeking a hookup. We're not seeking, or we want to get what we want, but we don't want to have to work for what we want. And sometimes I'll play a video and they'll be like, yo, put them links up. And I'll go, no, look for those links. I showed you the video. It's as simple as fucking YouTube.
And if you go to my YouTube page,
he got all of them up there.
On there.
So sometimes, if I give you a sandwich, someone who loves food will be able to taste and go, there's pepper, there's mayonnaise, this is turkey. It's a little sweet. Could be honey roasted turkey. Sometimes it's just about putting the pieces together that are presented to you.
I have for the last time helped either one of you porch monkeys with anything.
Wrong.
You understand?
Wrong. We still got to go pick up that bumper.
See? Why don't you go find the damn bumper yourself then?
I did. I found it through you.
What kind of bullshit is that? That's what
I just sent you the
Stop
video.
fucking with my mind.
I just sent you the video, Jeff. I should bring that shit back.
You know what? Bring the video back. Fuck you, Jeff.
I just sent you the video.
You see this shit?
Should I give it? No, don't give it.
Give the video. We want to get the video today.
All right, the video is called The Etymology of Money, Business, and Commerce.
The etymology of money, business, and commerce. Why is this so important? We talked about it before. If you go find the Black's Law Dictionary, I was telling people 3rd edition, but it's not 3rd edition, it's 4th edition. Mm-hmm. Get the 4th edition of the Black's Law Dictionary. You look up the word bank.
Oh my.
It's a Latin word, bank. It's the same thing the judge sits on, the bench in a courtroom. And it means bank, right? It's the Latin word for the banks of the river. But the river has a current, right, which is controlled by the bank. Tear something up, Jeff, while you at it.
I'm trying to get my damn pen to work. And what's worse is there's no way that the people orchestrating this know and we don't.
No.
How do we know and they don't?
No, they know. They know.
They know.
Yeah.
Listen, do we have Veronica Conway on the line with us? Did she make it?
Yeah, where Ronnie Conway?
VC?
You there? Where's she at?
Yes.
What's up, baby girl? You know how these phones are over here at T Radio V. You only can have 2 people on at one time.
Right. They trying to put a phone. They trying to put a TV and a radio on
Mobile Monday, y'all. Happy Martin Luther King Day.
Happy. Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't sing that.
Okay, I won't sing it. Okay. What's happening, VC? What's going on?
Hey, y'all. Hey, I'm so glad we're having this conversation today. Martin Luther King's birthday, because I think that this is one of the most important conversations we could be having, and I think it's with one of the most important people that we could be having it with, and that's Ron West.
Ron is on with us. He been dropping science on the damn birth certificates and all types of. I mean, Ron is smacking us upside the dome piece on his way home from Jones Beach.
Yeah, and the thing about that is because I've been a financial coach for a long time, so I'm always looking at all aspects of money in general, right? And what I would say about Ron's work is he not only deeply understands how the whole structure is rigged, but he's very practical in terms of how he can teach people to apply it to actually discharge and delete debt and really set themselves free.
Excellent. VC, we're about to bounce to Ron real quick. Just hold on, because I want to bring him in real quick. I have a question for him. Do we have him? Hey, Ron.
Yeah.
I need to understand something really quickly.
Yeah.
Number one, how does debt create bondage? What is debt bondage?
Well, here's the thing about that. It's not actually the debt that creates bondage. It's you. You create the bondage within yourself because you believe that money is the substance of all your problems.
Woo!
And actually, it's you. You have to understand that if we've been trained to believe that money will get us everything, then if we chase after it, it puts us in bondage because you're chasing at something that's not real. It's not real. We are the energy that makes it happen. And because we are the energy that makes it happen, if we focus more on ourselves and loving ourselves more, then we wouldn't have a problem with having money. Money would come to us all the time.
So what if I say this? What if I say, to prove your point, Bill Cosby could say, you know what? Having a whole shitload of money don't mean you got power.
Nope.
Because a lot of times people think, you've heard Eddie Griffin, comedian Eddie Griffin came out and said his conspiracy theory is, this man tried to buy NBC.
That's right.
He had the money to do it. He had the power to do it. They blocked him.
They killed his son.
Some people even say they killed the man's son for even aspiring to want to pay for it. Now you're starting to see all of the ladies that are coming out. Their stories are starting to melt like ice balls in the crack of Satan's ass. Right? A lot of their claims are starting to melt. Now, when you come out and say something like that, this is how stupid our people are. And I'm not talking about black people. I'm talking about people in general. Most people are programmed and conditioned to be black and white thinkers. So if you say that, I'm obviously supportive of rape. No, dumbass.
Don't support rapists.
I'm saying when you see all of these stories coming out that show the people who had claimed that man raped them, their stories, the evidence, the information, all of this shit is starting to melt.
What if it was your daughter?
That's not saying this is a win for rapists.
You support rape. So.
This is saying, hey, is there a conspiracy to bring down this man?
You support rape.
Don't mean he ain't a bad man.
You're a rape enabler.
Don't mean he might not have fucked with somebody for real.
Rape enabler.
We don't know. But what we do know is some of this shit's starting to melt. And now we have to look for alternative reasons for why they would be messing with a 68-year-old man right now.
What if it was your 78? What
78.
What if it was your daughter? You don't love your daughter. You don't love.
Hey, if you
that's
hear
exactly how that
this
shit
is George Feinstein,
you
Gloria's little brother.
Yeah, that's how. No, that's how. And I'm gonna say something sexist. That's how that female mental shithill gets built. Okay. Oh, you said something positive about Cosby? Then you promote rape. If you promote rape and you have a daughter, then you don't love your daughter. You don't love, then you don't love. Zoe doesn't love, and I'm gonna
take us to break, Jeff.
Crazy bullshit. When we come back, more of my bullshit.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah, my bullshit is coming. This is a non sequitur and it's very inside. I don't know what your birth names are in the booth, but I'm not calling you that. You are Sonic and you are Endo. Sonic and Endo in the studio. Sonic and Endo in the studio. We'll be right back.
Deuces.
Hey geeks, wake up! We got big news. I'm not gonna mumble this time.
Geekscape, the long-running movie video game. Let me do one more. Hey geeks, we got big news! Geekscape, your favorite show about movies, video games, comics, and TV, is coming to T Radio V Monday, October 6th. And it'll be on every Monday from then on, 7 p.m. Until the apocalypse happens, we're all eaten by zombies.
I'm Zoe Williams.
And I'm Dr. Mark Goulston. I'm Jeff Brown.
And we make up the Zoe What Morning Show. You can find us here on TRadiov.com every Monday at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I make you think.
He makes you laugh, and if I get a chance, I'll help you change.
Or make you cry with his attempts at humor.
Radio in TV.
Can you relate? We'll make it happen.
Look at you. What you doing?
Were you mumbling to yourself?
Hey, back there mumbling.
To them.
Radio V.
And it's Mary Carey, of course, politically naughty with Mary Carey.
I'm always naughty. I'm always politically. My behavior is always politically
naughty.
I'm never politically correct.
Dr.
Drew, hi. Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey guys, how are you?
It's all teary-eyed, Doctor.
I know. She wished she could live at rehab.
But only if Dr. Drew's there. Obviously,
Sure.
plus one like, you know, because a little too groping might be inappropriate. But I like the flirting and stuff.
When I walked in, you shoved my head in your.
No! Are you gonna sue me?
Get politically naughty with Mary Carey. Mondays at 4 p.m. on T Radio V.
Yo, what's up? This is your boy Kyle Master, and you're checking out T Radio V.
T Radio V.
T Radio V.
Hello, T Radio V. Love you guys.
Radio in TV.
Radio in TV.
It is odd that I am on this subject today because I don't look at money how most of, I'll just say my people do. I look at money totally different, and I'll tell you when it started. It started the summer of 1988 because in the winter of 1987, when I got out of the Marine Corps, I thought I was doing a couple of smart things. One was my first marriage, but that's another show. The second was buying a Mustang that I bought off the lot. Oh, man, you could not tell me I was not ahead of the game, had my payment right where I needed it, and blah, 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 until I got a job selling cars. And somebody went through my contract with me, and I was made aware of how far it had been run up my ass and broke off. I don't suggest this now, it's not as easy as it was then. I then, immediately after doing that, while I was still selling cars, I went to a Rite Aid and had an extra set of keys made to that Mustang. I took one of my good friends. He followed me down to Tijuana. I left the car running with the key in the ignition. I blew the horn at some Mexican gentleman, and I pointed at the car. And he looked at me, looked at the car, looked at me, looked at the car, got in, and drove off. And I saw it get smaller, and I never saw it again. 3 weeks later, I came out of a movie house in San Bernardino and acted a goddamn fool. I can't believe somebody that stole my goddamn car. It was right here. And paid it off with the insurance money. And I have never had a car payment since, because what people don't tell you is when you buy the car, you don't just buy the car, you buy the money to buy the car. And nobody has used that term. That's a fresh term. That's hot on black ears. Buy money. Yes, you have to buy money. So you're going to have to stop with your ready, fire, aim approach when it comes to how you deal with money. The other thing that Zoe alluded to earlier that black people are buying is acceptance. I think we're buying I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm trying to get you to believe that this social shitstorm that everyone else is going through, all my neighbors are going through, then
Not
I'm
me.
not. I'm okay. I have the new Jordans. I'm okay. I have a new Escalade, which, by the way, is worth $3,500 after 3 years. I'm okay. Everybody is trying to get other people to believe that they are okay. And you can't. Black folks worship money. We were more than anybody. We worship money because as soon as somebody fuck up with money, what we say? You got money.
Yeah.
So, just listen to the show. Oh yeah. Last thing. Dr. King died over this very subject. He did not die because he integrated lunch counters in public toilets. Okay. If you YouTube the "I Have a Dream" speech, 6 million hits. YouTube militant Dr. King, 1,400 hits.
Yeah.
And that's him talking about what got him killed. I'm finna come get our money.
Oh, yeah. That video.
Yeah.
That's when they said, oh, Malcolm was moving closer to Martin, and Martin was moving closer to Malcolm.
Absolutely.
Because Martin started saying, hey, what's up with the bread? Okay, the European peasantry was undergirded by the United States government with land grant colleges. That's
right.
Not only did they do that, he kept saying, not only did they do that, right?
Not only that.
Right.
Not only that.
They gave him the money for the land grant college. Then they gave him the money for the machinery. Then they gave him the money to learn farming. And then, when none of that worked, they gave him money to learn something else. And when Martin started going after the money, it was like, okay, that's enough. Okay, he got to get up on out of here. That's what he got to do.
It's not enough to spit on.
And there was a couple of things. Malcolm started becoming universal. See, it's easy to shut a Malcolm down ideologically when you're linear in your perspective. The perspective of fuck Whitey. But when Malcolm started to universalize and expand outward and say, I'm gonna get the world on y'all. Let's go to the UN.
Oh, hell no.
Oh, whoa, hey. See, it's easy for us to make you look like a crackpot when you're linear. When you start getting contextual in your bang.
Yeah.
Right? Well, let's get him up out of here, too.
He came with the dangerous, this is him, JFK, anybody who comes with this dangerous message is in danger. That we honestly all can live together. We honestly can. If you were to take out the concept of money, if there was no concept of money, and we could just feed people, we could just feed them. Homelessness would eradicate. Starvation gone. So many problems stem around a way to track who has more than somebody else.
And JFK got killed because he was bringing back the greenback, which wasn't backed by the Federal Reserve. And they said, "Oh hell to the no."
You got to kill your ass too.
You out immediately.
Hey, let's get our man in here, Ron West.
Ron West.
Hey, what's up, man?
I know you
How you
listening
doing?
to us, man. Chop it up with us. Do you agree or disagree with what we're talking about? Do you have something to add on to this?
Well, my opinion about a lot of things you guys are talking about is that many people know all these things. All this information is on the YouTube. The problem is that people are not doing nothing about it. They're doing a lot of talking about it.
There we go. So put us up on game, Ron. Veronica brought.
The whole thing.
Go ahead.
Go on, brother. Go on.
No, I was just saying. Veronica brought you to my attention. She said, "Thanks, Kevin."
That's
Thanks.
great. That's real slick.
She
real
said, "You're one of the best in the world at helping people with their credit." What does helping people with their credit look like with you doing it?
Well, here's the thing. I love Veronica. She is really, after joining the class, has really moved up in the organization.
Wait a minute, you got a class?
I'm sorry?
I said, you got a class? You teach a class?
We teach a class. We have it every Sunday. It's a 5-week class teaching people, and we don't charge. We do it for free.
Wow.
Okay, where the class at?
So you are actually the reverse of church. You actually have some usable information that's free, as opposed to some unusable information that's fucking expensive. That's fantastic.
Wow.
So we don't, because the point of the matter is that the most important thing on this planet is one thing: love.
Wow.
And most people do not pay attention to that is because the way they have been brought up, all the mess that's going on in the world, people don't use the most important thing that is powerful that you can never run out of. So this is what we use in order to build an organization of people to work together, because racism and all this stuff, that's just a distraction, man. These things happen. It really is a distraction. I like what the brother said, that if money was taken out and we fed everybody, that would solve most of the problems. But see, you have to understand that you have to start getting a train of thought, thinking about, stop, making it about light man.
You got to move around, Ron. You got to move around, man. I don't know if it's some solar flares or if the AWACS plane is flying overhead and they trying to fuck up what you got to say.
That's that government, no. But no, what I'm saying to you is that we have to understand that we can't make it a big about the other people. It's about us. We have the energy to do anything. We're some magnificent creatures on this planet. We have the power to move everything. We have to learn how to work together, because when it all comes down, the biggest problem is the corporations, because they control everything. So you have to understand that this corporation is a corporation. Guess what? You are a corporation too. And this is what we teach in our class, is that you are a corporation, but you've been acting like a human. And the economy is commerce. Humans are not allowed in commerce, only entities. That's the reason why you have all capital names. So once you start learning the business of commerce, then you can start doing the things that they're doing.
Okay. Are you telling me does Donald Trump know this information? Yeah. Does Warren Buffett know this information? Does Bill Gates know this stuff?
But he told you that. He told you that when he was on TV, when people were upset with him because he's a billionaire and he filed bankruptcy all the time. Yeah. And the statement he made is that I follow the law. Yep. The law says that I just filed bankruptcy.
That's exactly what he said.
And this is the problem with most people, is that you don't pay attention to words. That video you just was showing, those words mean something. Finance. If I asked you the word finance, the first thing you probably would tell me is that, it means they're going to give me something. Or they're going to loan me something. Or they're going to give me some money.
Hey, I got this business finance, Tim.
Finance means the management of large sums of money. Well, the question is, who in the hell money are they managing? Because I didn't know nothing about me having some money. But what it is your credit. You gave them permission to manage something that you gave to them. That's why you're not responsible for this, because you're actually the one who paid for it.
Okay, Ron, question, sir, and let me know if I'm kind of on the right page. I have been forced, and again, that's another show, to look at my Social Security number as a chained up slave. And what I have done with that slave is put him in a box that I feed with my corporation, so that I have separated myself on paper from that slave when I incorporate. Does that make any sense?
That makes any sense. Have you been successful with it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You need to start teaching people how to do that. You have to understand, most people that come with that train of thought, the first thing they say, I want to get out the system. Well, my thing is that how in the hell you can get out the system? If you do want to get out the system, I meet you in the woods. There's in the woods.
There you
then you're out the system. You can't be out the system because you have to operate in the system. See, one of the things that people understand is that the system, I'm going to tell you something, it works perfectly. It works exactly the way it's supposed to do.
That's right.
Put you in debt. Put you in debt. That's what it's supposed to do. Put you in debt.
That's right.
So the people in our class, we don't teach them about trying to get out of debt. We teach them how to establish debt. See, we do the reverse. See, most people are like, I got to make sure that I keep my credit cards up and pay the bill. But you have to understand something. That's the whole
game.
That's the whole system. You do that for 10, 20 years, you pay that bill almost 3 times more. So what we teach you to do is to build your credit up because credit is unsecured, people. After 180 days, it gets charged off, meaning that it goes to that Social Security number that they make a declaration that debt wasn't paid. Once it's charged off, the debt is cleared. You have to understand, you can build your credit up to $180,000 and use it to take care of yourself.
Right. That's right.
And discharge the debt.
Hold on, Ron. Hold on.
Yeah.
You gonna have to give the GPS location of where this damn class is at, man. That's what needs to happen right now. What's the GPS on the damn class?
Goddamn it, go find it. That's what I was told.
Well,
You're lazy.
Our website is redressright.com or redressright.org.
Wait, say it slow, because our engineer's going to get it up.
How do you spell that?
He act like he said 711.com. No, we use some shit we ain't heard, man. Come on, slow down.
Redress?
Redress, REDRESS, right, RIGHT.com or .org.
Redress?
Redress.
Oh, redress. Sorry.
D as in David?
Redress. That's D as in David.
Okay.
And that's our website. To get in contact with me, it's dischargedebtclass@yahoo.com.
Word.
Our class is a 5-week class, and it's based on don't come to the damn class like you know every damn thing.
Right.
Because if you do, you cannot. You have to come with your cup empty, so we can put something in it. The things that you've learned in your whole life, put that shit on hold. Put it on hold so we can show you something different that you didn't see. It's like, in my classes, it's like this. You've been tricked and you've been fooled so long that you don't see things consciously. You don't. The one beautiful thing that God gave us was common sense. The one thing that pushes away is fear and the lack of knowledge. What we do is we focus on you are the problem. It ain't the government. You are the problem.
Yes.
That's right.
You have tried to use everything to put something that's missing from your heart. And it either be a wife, a girlfriend, a car, a house. And because of that, you participating in the system. And the system, the whole reason why the system is here is to pull down your confidence and to put you in debt. And when you do that, you start compromising who you are and stop loving yourself. When you stop loving who you are, you start making stupid-ass decisions with debt.
Yeah.
Wow.
Kev, really quickly, we got to go.
It can't be quickly, so let me get it.
Oh, so you heard the music then?
Take us a
So you was
break,
going to try to say something with the music.
You damn right.
You act like you fucking Aries.
Yeah.
Just wild. Anyway, we got to take a quick break. We're going to come back. This topic is getting deep. It's getting deep.
Red light nonsense. I'm the king.
No, we'll be back at 2.2 T Radio V. We're live, So What Morning Show. We're talking about the real meaning of money. We'll be back at 2.2.
I want to expound.
Radio
What did you play opposite Andy? Do you remember?
Andy and I worked as employees at a network.
Oh, you're forgetting the other things.
I played news anchor and he played a reporter.
Okay, but the other thing you did, the thing you did on the Andy Dick show, who did you play to Andy?
Oh, is that gonna play my sister?
You played his wife, Denise.
Yeah.
Yeah, you played his wife.
Yeah.
You
So
guys
what's wrong
have
with that, Eliza?
Nothing's wrong with it.
He's got a great range as an actor.
Yeah, it just was funny.
Encounters with Eric and Eliza Roberts, Wednesdays from 2 to 4 p.m. on T Radio V.
Hey, I'm Dean Cain, and you are watching T Radio V. I'm watching it too. Right now. Seriously.
Andy D on T Radio V. Bing, bang, bing, boom, right?
Yeah.
Andy D on T Radio V. So bobbity, bibbity, bobbity, boo. Andy D on T Radio V.
The Andy Dick Show, Wednesdays from 4 to 6 p.m. on T Radio V.
Wow!
But we'll do it better when the show actually starts.
Yeah,
Hey, hello, this is David Faustino, and you are watching T Radio V. Do you see what I'm saying? It's television crossed with radio. It's all together. It's weird. Radio's in the middle of it. It's amazing. You're watching it. Go.
Love and marriage, love and marriage.
Hey, my fellow thoughters out there. I'm Charles Shaughnessy. Check out my new show, Here's a Thought, with Charles Shaughnessy, August the 7th, 3 p.m. PST, right here on T Radio V. Now, you know I have a lot to say, but I want to hear what you have to say. So tune in, grab your phones, call me, tweet me, email me in the studio, and let's get this conversation going. Here's a Thought, starting August the 7th, 3 p.m. PST, right here on T Radio V. That's radio in TV.
Your true wealth is your time and freedom. Money is just a tool for trading your time. It's a container to store your economic energy until you're ready to deploy it. But the whole world has been turned away from real money and has been fooled into using currency. A deceitful imposter that is silently stealing your two most valuable assets, your time and your freedom. Welcome to the rabbit hole.
We are entering a period of financial crisis that is the greatest the world has ever known. The wealth transfer that will take place during this decade is the greatest wealth transfer in history. Wealth is never destroyed, it is merely transferred, and that means that on the opposite side of every crisis there is an opportunity. The great news is that all you have to do to turn this crisis into your great opportunity is to educate yourself. I believe that the best investment that you can make in your lifetime is your own education. Education on the history of money, education on finance, education on how the global economy works, education on how all of these guys, the central bankers, the stock market, how they can cheat you, how they can scam you. If you learn what is going on and how the financial world works, you can put yourself on the correct side of this wealth transfer. Winston Churchill once said that the further you look into the past, the further that you can see into the future. This program is all about creating your own crystal ball, being able to gaze into the future, being able to change this crisis, the greatest crisis in the history of mankind, into your great opportunity. The hidden secrets of money, some of them are hidden in plain sight. They're like right in front of you. The way the monetary system works is something that isn't actually hidden away from all of us. It's out in the open, but it's complex and people just they can't see how it works. It's hard for them to imagine that we're living in such a hoax. Others are meant to be secret, but the truth is slowly coming out, like the Federal Reserve being a private corporation and not really part of the U.S. government. But when I started studying this, what I found was that there was no place that I could point people to where they could get it all in one spot. And so I basically decided to write my book about it and consolidate monetary history, economics, the markets, fundamentals of gold and silver. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors in economics, and I've sort of made it my job to lift the fog for people. Welcome to Egypt. This is where it all began. Roughly 5,000 years ago, the Egyptians started using gold and silver as their predominant form of currency. But it was not yet money. The pieces of gold and silver that they were using were odd sizes and weights, odd purities, so it still was not interchangeable, where each unit is the same as the next. This meant that nothing really had a price yet. You couldn't put a price of so many coins on something because they didn't have coins yet. Trade was still difficult. It was still a guessing game when it came to the exchange of values. One of the reasons that we are in the financial mess that we are today globally
is that people do not understand the difference between currency and money. Currency is a medium of exchange, a unit of account. It is portable, durable, divisible, and something called fungible. Fungible means that each unit is the same as the next unit. A dollar in my pocket buys the same amount as a dollar in your pocket. Money is all of those things plus a store of value over a long period of time. Even financial planners, bankers, your accountant, they don't understand the difference between currency and money. The currency in your pocket is a medium of exchange. It's a unit of account because it's got numbers on it. It's somewhat durable, it's portable, it's divisible in that you can make change, and it's fungible. A dollar in my pocket buys the same amount as a dollar in your pocket. But because governments can print more and more and more of it and dilute the currency supply, it's continually transferring wealth out of your pocket, out of your bank account, to the government and to the banking system. The reason that gold and silver are the optimum form of money is because of their properties. It's an easy medium of exchange because gold and silver store a large amount of value in a very small area. It's a unit of account. Pure gold has the same value all over the planet. So an ounce of gold buys the same amount here in Egypt as it would in China or in the United States. It's durable. The same gold that Egyptians were using in trade 5,000 years ago is still here with us today. It does not corrode. It's divisible. You can make change with it. It's very portable. You could use something like oil as money. It's just that you can't carry around a barrel of oil on your back. It's fungible. Pure gold is the same wherever it is on Earth. Pure silver is the same wherever it is on Earth. It's limited in quantity. That's the reason that it maintains its purchasing power. Governments cannot print it. Over the last 5,000 years, only gold and silver have maintained their purchasing power. There have been thousands upon thousands of fiat currencies, currencies that are unbacked by gold or silver. And
I just love informative videos, right, that explain, because not everybody reads a book. You know, sometimes reading a book is tedious for some people, and sometimes people are visual learners, right? So you sit down and you watch a great video that has high impact information, it could change your life. That guy right there, go find it.
Well, I always say, I like to say that there is a financial party that the average person, you just can't say black people, the average person is not invited to. You're going to have to crash that party.
Dr. G?
Hey, Ron, can you hear me?
Yes, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm kind of a listener. I listen on different sort of things. So here's what I've been hearing. I think one of the reasons people, if they read books, tend to trust books is because we often don't trust people speaking to us because it feels like they have an agenda and they're selling. And what I'm picking up is that, and you are very smart, you're very wise, you're practical, and I don't get anything that feels like you're an opportunist. So I'm leaning into you as someone I think I could trust or have confidence in this person. Now, the person on the part of that conversation that I don't have trust and have confidence in is me. So if I'm the person who needs what you have most and it looks like I can trust you, what I would like to hear from you is, so that I don't get so overwhelmed by my ignorance, is what is a small step that's doable by me that doesn't require a lot of understanding and insight because it's very overwhelming to me. But if you can give me a taste of something or an action that I could take where I see an immediate benefit, then I would say, ooh, that didn't backfire. I was able to do that. Maybe I want to learn more. Because you have a wealth to offer, but there's a lot of people, and I include myself among them, who are not particularly informed about everything you have to teach us. So I don't know if any of that made any sense.
Let me put it another way for you. Okay.
Actually, you don't have to do that. I understood everything you said. First, I want to tap on the subject about reading. it is very, very, very important to read. We have a subconscious mind that's very powerful. When you read something, even though you don't remember it consciously, in your subconscious, every word that you read stores in your subconscious. So whenever you are prompt to bring it out, it comes out of you. It's just like when you read the Bible. Most of us read the Bible when we were kids, but we remember scriptures when we were 5 years old. Now, proof or confidence. See, everybody has been given a measure of truth. When you hear someone talk, you know when a person is talking truth because it resonates with you. Now, when you said to me that something that to make you understand, here's a good example. In my classes, I do not talk about codes. Codes are codes. You have to research them. I talk about really practical stuff that we all go through every day that they're showing us that we do not pay attention to. Now, let me give you a good example. In my class, I say, have you ever had a friend that got a new car? Okay? And most people say, yeah. They came to your house, you guys went for a joyride and everything, and it was great. But the next day, guess what? You see that damn car everywhere. Everywhere you look, you see that damn car everywhere.
Right.
What that's called consciousness. That means that your eyes have opened up to consciousness of things that you were seeing all the time, but you did not pay attention to until your friend got the car. So the classes are built on that. When you come to the class, this is the reason we say, don't come here with a lot of knowledge. Just be humble. Come humble and listen to the information. Once you listen to the information, it is broken down to a way where you can see it. Once you can see it, then you can go to the material and read it and see it for yourself because it's right there.
Right.
All these things that we're doing is law. It's law. Mm-hmm. The problem is that we never sat down to read law because we thought it was so complicated.
Law is for lawyers. It's not for me. Okay?
Yeah.
I've got kids.
Yep.
I work. I don't have time to be reading the law dictionary.
Man,
okay?
I be preaching that every week, man.
I got to give Ron a compliment.
Then if you don't read law, that's what this whole country is all about.
Yep.
This is how the system is ran.
And this is why. And this is why a judge. This is why a judge will tell you when you get in trouble. This is why a judge will tell you, ignorance is no excuse of the law.
Ignorance of the law is no excuse.
Because you can stand in front of him and say,
I didn't know.
I didn't know. And he'll be like, so? Ignorance
$700.
Is no excuse of the law.
First of all, brother, if you knew anything about law, first of all, you wouldn't even show up in court. If you knew the law and you read the law, you would know that you don't need to show up in court.
That's right.
Because by reading the law, you understand that there's certain things that you do. You just seen a video about the bank. The bank is the court. But once you cross that threshold, you are in their jurisdiction.
You're in jurisdiction.
Okay.
So
I need you to help me out with a few failure to appear warrants then, because I did not show up to court and some more bad shit happened. Like I got pulled over, sat on the curb in my suit.
I need you to help me out with finding out about who you are, man. Because the point of the matter is that you're never going to get this unless you find out who you are and who you are in this system.
Oh, I'm pretty sure about who I am. It was Officer Ferguson who wasn't very clear.
Who wasn't clear on who you were.
I was, because he didn't give a shit about that.
Ron,
you got jokes.
Yeah, Ron,
you got jokes.
Well, he's a comedian. That's what he does.
This is Ron's first time on the show.
I want to give Ron a compliment, okay? Because there's a difference between learning about something and learning from someone.
Wow.
Yes.
And I think, I don't know how you put this in your marketing, but part of it is I listen to how you and how you teach. You're someone where I think people can learn about something and from you. Now, a lot of people, you can't learn from them because you feel like they have an agenda, they feel like they're pushing something. So you have a special hidden in plain sight way of imparting knowledge. I don't know if that comes out in your website, but there's something very trustworthy about you when you impart knowledge. So I got to give you that compliment because I don't always hear that. And when you can learn about something and from someone, it's a double hit.
I'd like to add to that compliment, bruh. What I'm hearing, and basically I don't know if you know that you're saying this, Doc, is that Ron speaks both languages. very well.
Absolutely.
And
You
most
speak to
successful
and with people. You
most
speak to and with
successful
people.
black people speak very good Anglo-Saxon King's English, and we can basically, what Ron can do is basically take pheasant under glass and turn it into McNuggets. So the cats.
Well, I think
can
what you're
get it.
saying, my book, Just Listen, people can often talk at or over us.
Right.
And you talk to and with.
Absolutely.
To and with.
Absolutely.
And that's, you wrap that thing up, and you got to get people listening to your audios because it's a wonderful quality.
It's good stuff.
One more thing about what he was saying about the system, how you have to kind of manipulate the system. Debt is not going anywhere. It's just not going anywhere. Because
not manipulate the system. Listen to me. Not manipulate the system. Be creative. 90% of all black person that's in jail is because they were creative, but didn't know.
Okay, could you explain?
Let him finish that point, though.
Just real quick, so the reason why you can't do that, I'm just going back to why, because debt will never leave, is because 95% of debt is created by the average person when they walk into the bank. When you deposit money in the bank takes 90% of that and loans it out. And then whoever they loan it to,
your money ain't in that safe.
Right. Yeah, whoever they loan it to, they in turn take it and go and deposit in the bank, and then that bank loans out 90% of that.
Now,
so it just constantly keeps creating
fractional
debt. Yeah. Fractional reserve lending. So if that system crashes, then if there's no debt, then there is no money. So that's how the system is created right now.
Please explain when we get back from break. When we come back from break, Ron is going to explain the difference between manipulation and creativity. I would like to hear
when we come back.
Yeah, when we come back.
Hi, I'm Moby, and you're watching T Radio V.
Yo, what's up, everybody out there? This is Crazy Bone.
I am the Bum Keith G.
And right now, you watching TRadiov.com.
TV in radio.
Yes, radio and TV.
Oh, yeah. See?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Rob Hubel from Welcome to the Jungle. You're watching T Radio V, aren't you? Radio on TV. Terrible idea.
In TV.
You shut up. Use that one.
Hi, I'm Sheriff John Bonnell. You're watching T Radio. Radio and TV? What? Why are you asking me to do this after 12 drinks?
Hi, we're Marissa and Juliana Stove, the Stove Twins, and you're watching T Radio V. That's radio in TV.
Hey, what's up? This is Josh Vietti, and you're watching T Radio V.
Hi, this is Casey Abrams from American Idol, and you are watching T Radio V. That was too corny. I
loved it.
Hey, what's up? I am Scott.
And I am Ken. We are not the Chemical Brothers, but we are the Crystal Method, and you are watching T Radio V.
Hey, I'm Dean Cain, and you are watching T Radio V. I'm watching it too. Right now. Seriously.
Millions of people who no longer wish to follow your command, cause we know that you a thief and a liar. We resist your genocide. We will not go quietly into your museums extinct. Nigga, fuck peace, fuck being asleep, fuck sheep, fuck the motherfucking police. Throw your hood in your cell all alone. Throw your hood with your kids in your home. Throw your hood.
Can't live with it. In fact, right now, the United States of America and its people are kept alive by all the money we borrow. It's been called the democratization of credit, but for many, it leads to the democratization of dependency. Just look at all the ads on TV selling us more ways to take out loans. Behind our formal institutions and more powerful than our politicians is a hidden financial complex driving what the country's leading academic expert on the issue, Robert Manning, dubs our credit card nation.
We're seeing people who are dependent on credit. We're seeing them trying to struggle and make their minimum payments, where their ability to pursue the American dream is how much credit the bank is going to offer them.
Hey, it's only money. Other people's money, or what we call OPM. We're all living beyond our means. We're all living on credit. We're all living with debt, and it's growing every single day. The national savings rate is now 0. Americans spend more than we earn. It's never been like that before. And I have to deal with it also. I have mortgages. I have credit cards. I have all kinds of other loans. Meanwhile, my savings account is shrinking away. I started to make this film about other people's problems, and I realized it was about me too. I'm facing a credit squeeze that is as personal as it is political. The question, can we even live without credit cards?
At some point in your life, you need them. You need them to rent cars, you need them to rent hotel rooms. They provide a value service.
Look at me, man. Stop sending me credit card letters, man. I don't want any more credit cards. I already have bad credit.
To investigate this clandestine world masked by terms like proprietary information, we will tour this nation within a nation to meet some of the experts, advocates, and activists who can demystify a web of unchecked power that often determines where we live, how we live, and if we live at all.
It's about people being taken advantage.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, and the host of the Zoe What Morning Show is back. You know what time it is. It's my final thought. First off, let me frame it this way. We don't claim to have all the damn answers. But what we do here is provide the platform and the discussion necessary to get you thinking, to get you researching. Not everybody's going to do it my way, right? Sometimes we just got to tell you what the link is. Other times you need to go find the link. But at the end of the day, we got to have these type of conversations, organizational conversations, community conversations that change how we do business. Let me point something out. Somebody sent me a stat that said over the past 30 years, Black churches have raised in tithes over $420 billion.
Wow.
So just from my thought process, concepts like the pastor got to look good.
Oh, my God.
See, we have those belief systems in our community that says, I can't even go to a church unless a pastor is balling. He got to look like God favors him. But wait a minute. What's the difference between your belief in God and the nation's belief in money? Money don't work unless we believe that money works.
Full faith and credit.
You got to have faith in the economy. You got to have faith in the dollar because it ain't backed by the only real money that we've ever known, which is gold and silver. Who's done the most what is it called? Deficit spending. Who's done the most deficit spending as a president? Barack Obama. Do you know what deficit spending is? It's the debasement of money. What is the debasement of money? Well, when the Romans was like, damn, we got to finance a war. Well, at that time, they was using gold. So how did they debase the gold? Oh, they just melted some copper. So yeah, there's gold in here. But now, instead of 100% gold,
it'll turn your neck green.
It's 32% gold. And the rest is copper. And they kept doing it until the gold was less and less and less until finally you basically got goddamn copper coins now. Do you understand? So we try to put a show together to say, look, please understand what money is. Please know the difference between money and currency. How much money do you really have? See, you think your debt, you think your bills and your job and your ability to pay it means you got money. You don't have money unless you have resources.
Thank you.
Tangible resources. Real estate, gold, silver. You got to own some things in order to have money. So what do? We say, look, support Weed Juice. Support, who's this? Clean Cover Hair Mat. It's $10. Support black businesses so the money in the black community can stay in the black community longer. Why? Because it's all a chain and a link for survival. You can't buy a lobbyist because you don't have a network of black people across the country doing business with each other. You can't buy the local police precinct, right? Let a prominent Chinese couple, they little stupid ass son, get in trouble somewhere. I guarantee you they can go to somebody at the police station and say, we own 32 cleaners, we own blah, 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 we own 4 buildings downtown Los Angeles. You the Kung Bowens. Yes, I'm the Kung Bowens. Yes, that's me. We'll take care of little Kung Pao Jr. We'll make sure everything's all right. Do you understand? We don't have any political leverage because we are disaggregate as a community.
Wow.
And you got some high-end, high-cotton niggas over here saying, y'all niggas need to get y'all shit together, right? Judging by a piece of paper that we have already proven during this simulcast as worthless. What isn't worthless? The same thing that keeps God going is your belief. You call it faith. The same thing that keeps money going is your belief. But you don't believe in your own people. So you can believe in an inanimate object with some fancy writing on it called money, paper. You can believe in a vehicle. You can believe in a house. But you can't believe in the people that turn the house into a home. You can't believe in the neighborhood. That's why the neighborhood is fucked up. That's why it's not a neighborhood and it's a hood, because you don't believe in it. Soon as you get some money, which is worthless, you leave the neighborhood, which is why it's a hood.
It's a hood because you leave your neighbors.
Do you see that? There's no neighbor in the hood. That's why it's a hood. So what do we do?
Nobody's neighborly.
What do we do? Hey, please support this. Hey, please support that. Hey, please back this. Hey, please support this. And then you go, that shit ain't. He's self-published. He's not with Penguin or he's not with some major publisher.
He's not with Hooten
I
Mifflin.
fuck with brands, nigga. Get with a brand, nigga, and then maybe. Are there any prominent white people following you?
Because you're not with Simon and Schuster?
You're not with Simon and Schuster, nigga? You mail your own copies?
Hooten Mifflin passed on you?
This is a Travis Shamockery. Again, if we do not learn to come together and play this game while the rules of the game still apply,
before they change it,
they gonna change the game.
Yeah, buddy.
A new currency is coming.
Soon.
Please understand
They
that.
just propping this
Well,
dollar
they
until
have
they
it.
can figure out what to do.
Bitcoin. Bitcoin is new currency.
Even bigger than that. We don't listen, when the Rockefeller, don't make me, go look at the Rockefeller magazine when they show a new currency with another kind of eagle on it sitting on some burnt dollars. And they put this out in
Talking about the Amero?
In the 80s or some shit.
The Amero.
Anyway, this shit's crazy. I got love for everybody. Let me just say this real quick. Ron West. One more time. Where can they find you, Ron? Ron, you there?
Yeah.
Where can they find you, bro?
You mean my website?
Yes, absolutely.
No, actually, your apartment, Ron. We need to find exactly where your ass is at. We're going over Ron's house tonight.
I live in L.A.
Word.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. Yeah, I live in LA, but we're really based all over.
Okay,
the way this works. The way this works, we really want people to have an organization like this in every single state because everyone's in debt. And we will always be able to teach people as long as we have a system.
That's a great point, Ron, but we're at the end of the show. We need to find out where to find you, as in to be continued. We got it to be continued.
How to catch up with
How do
you.
they get
The people
you?
that are listening, how do they reach out to you?
What's the best
Email.
website?
What's the best way to connect with you?
Well, the email address is dischargedebtclass@yahoo.com. You can also find us at redressright.com. And you can email me and we answer all our emails and visit the website. My suggestion is go to the website. The front page is free. It has testimonies and information. Find out what we're all about.
Hey, man, we appreciate you reaching out. Thanks so much for participating in today's show. It was excellent. Your input was great. Thank you so much. Kev, where can they find you, bro?
You can get at me on my website for the online training. That's 3bbootcamp.com. The number 3, B as in bootcamp.com/BBB online.
Excellent. Dr. G!
Find me on Amazon. Amazon extended the Kindle special on Just Listen, $3.48 on Kindle for this month. And or you can check out my new book, Talking to Crazy, or my book, Get Out of Your Own Way, still in the top 5 of self-help books at Amazon for 20 years.
Get them all. Get them all.
Get them all. Get them all. Man, Jeff.
Look here, coming soon. As soon as these gentlemen on my left and my right can get a good grip on put a foot on my hip and a hand on my shoulder and pull my head out of my ass, you will be able to get Jeff's Brownies, a book that is a guide on life. But right now, I just got a bunch of goddamn notes under some marijuana at the house. They gonna help me turn it into a book. Jeff Brown on Facebook. Be looking for me. Tomorrow night, I will be at the Ha Ha Cafe. Shout out to my man Evan Lionel doing some of my ignorance. I'll see y'all.
Excellent. Hey, go to IamZoeWilliams.com. Call to action. Let's see how bout it you are. Go to IamZoeWilliams.com right now. I need 20 people to order this book right now. I'll mail it out to you tomorrow. Let's get it done. IamZoeWilliams.com. The Relationship Dismount, How to Stick the Landing When Exiting a Toxic Relationship. Excellent show. We see you next Monday with another heater. Deuces.
Yeah.
Hey.
With your kids in your home, throw your hood. Yeah, we have always known that we were gods, but we've been under your spell for too long. In jail for too long. In hell for too long. Forbidden any knowledge of ourselves for too long. So fuck you, we gon' bang. One set, we gon' clang. One set, we gon' bang. One set, we gon' clang. One set, we gon' bang. One set, we gon' clang. One set, we gon' bang. One set, we gon' clang. My name is Nat Turner. I've been on that back.
You are watching T Radio V, Radio and TV.